everybody, it's Becky. Welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. I realize this is not the first video that has gone up on my channel in this new year of 2021, but I'm still in the New Year spirit and I wanted to do some more videos for you guys all about New Year, starting fresh, resolutions, and then also looking back. So last year at the beginning of 2020, I did a 2020 goals and intentions video and I sat down and shared with you all the things that I was hoping for me personally, for our family, and for our home. And obviously I had no idea when I made that video that 2020 was going to fly off the rails the way that it did. So some of the things that I had hoped to do last year didn't get done for obvious reasons, but then other things actually did get done, and then some. So there were definitely some things and some struggles for 2020 with, like we all had. But then also looking back on that list, which I had kept it on my computer, looking back on the list, given how crazy last year was, I was actually able to accomplish or implement a lot of the things that I wanted to in spite of everything that went on. So I thought it'd be fun to look back at that 2020 goals and intentions and resolutions list, see what got done, see what didn't, what I could still improve on or add to my 2020 goals list. And then after that, I'm going to share with you guys my 2021 goals and intentions, resolutions, whatever you want to call them. Last week or week before last, I had a video go up that was 5 small changes that I did make in 2020 that have made a huge impact on my life that I'm carrying through to 2021. They were seemingly small things that made a really big difference, but it's also the mindset of that video to encourage you guys that small changes, even though they seem small and insignificant, can really make a big difference in your life. So definitely check that video out if you haven't seen it yet. I will link it for you below. Okay, so 2020 goals and focus for the year. The first thing in the relationships and faith category was to have monthly date nights with my husband, and then monthly date nights with each girl, with each parent. So we would swap. So like one day it'd be me and my youngest, my husband would take my oldest, and then we would flip-flop the next time. We started out the year pretty well. I had a calendar all printed out because I was trying to be really intentional with putting it on my to-do list, putting it on our calendar to make it happen. We did a thing in January, went to Louisville to the, I think it's called the Mark Payton Glass Center. I could be totally wrong about the last name, but it was like where you go and blow your own glass. The girls had a great time, and they have those little glass pieces now in their room that they get to keep and look back on and remember that they made that, and then we did it together as a family. We had a date night in February with the girls. My husband took my youngest to a dance, and I took my oldest out for dinner, and we got her ears pierced. She wanted a second hole, so I took her to get her ears pierced. That was February. And then March came, and we all know what happened in March. So pretty much everything as far as going out stopped at that point. We did spend a lot of time at home, obviously. We would do a lot of games and things like that, but there were no dates of going out, so to speak. So that is something that I would like to try to implement back in 2021. Obviously, it's still a little bit challenging because a lot of places are either not open, or they're not open to capacity, or they're open and you have to wear masks and stuff. And I'm not gonna get into that, but I do struggle to wear a mask all the time, long periods of time. And so that makes it a little hard because that limits a lot of places you can go. If you have to wear a mask, for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, that gets a little hard. So trying to figure out what we're gonna do. I do still wanna do it. I don't know how it's gonna pan out, but that is still on the docket for 2021. One of my goals was to go to my parents' house at least once a week. That did not happen because obviously quarantine. And then when things started getting better, we did go over there a few times. And then my husband got COVID in October, so I couldn't be with them for a while for that. And then my parents got COVID in December. They're still recovering even right now when I'm filming this video. So I have not seen my parents since the beginning of December. I really wanted to work on a couples devotional, couples faith activities and things like that. This is separate from like date night. This is like working on us as a couple spiritually. I think I'm really vocal about my religion and my faith with the girls. And we all have the same faith, we're all Christians. But I just feel like I'm a lot more private when it comes to doing that kind of stuff with my husband. We pray separately and all of those things, which I really wish was not the case. But I do really want to work on that. So I have several things kind of relationship building wise that we're doing. The ones that are faith-based that we have not done yet, which I did purchase last year, but never used them. This is Devotions for a Sacred Marriage, a year of weekly devotions for couples. I'm really hoping to do this year. It's set on the bookshelf the entire year last year, and we did not do it. So I really do want to do that. And then just kind of a get to know you type of thing. This is 131 creative conversations for couples. We did this a couple times and then just dropped it. One thing we have done, and this is actually this year we started, and it's been really fun. This is quizzes for couples. not religious, but just fun little questions that you answer. So you answer questions about your partner and they answer questions about you, and you kind of compare notes. It's been really telling and really fun so far, the questions we've done, that some of the questions are like dead on, we have the same answer, and then other ones that like we would think the other one would agree or disagree with, it was the opposite. So that's been really fun and just something to add to our relationship. And then something we just started today as a family that I'm really hoping to continue on with. Obviously I've only done it once, so we'll see how it goes. This is 100 Devotions Faith Forward Family Devotional. I found this at Ollie's. I think they still have it on Amazon, and it's just really simple. I wanted something to start out really non-intimidating. We've never done a family devotional, and I've always wanted to, but because I am a private Christian in front of my husband, even if the girls are there, I still feel kind of awkward and uncomfortable. I don't know why, you guys, this is weird. But anyway, I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone and do this because I want to do it, and I think it's important. So those are kind of some things I'm adding to try to fulfill this category that was a goal last year. In the home category, it's so funny how I had no clue in January how true this statement was going to be. I wanted to work on adding storage and redoing some of the rooms in our house. Had no clue when I said that we were going to have so much time on our hands to be able to do just that. We completely redid the garage and added like DIY custom wood shelves, which was something that we've wanted to do for years. We've lived here 13 years, almost 14. The garage has always been a mess. We tackled that, got it done. It looks amazing. I did a video about that. I also turned the girls' playroom into a bonus room. So now it's like my oldest daughter's desk, some overflow toys. It's the music section. It's my treadmill. It's my husband's gaming section. But I think I did it in a way that looks really cohesive and nice and not just a big mess of toys. I did a video about that, so check that out. I redid the girls' bathroom. We did an entire kitchen remodel and renovation. We had some water damage that really kind of spurred that on, so we corrected all the water damage and then did a complete overhaul in the kitchen. It's completely different, like night and day. It looks amazing. I think it's kind of what I would call modern farmhouse. I did a video about that, so check it out. We also added storage under our second flight of stairs. There's like a closet in our living room that the one part of the closet is under the one set of stairs, but the other set of stairs was like walled off. We cut through that wall and added extra storage in there. There's a video about that. And then we also did lots of outside projects, worked on the flower bed, we pressure washed the house and the privacy fence. So tons of projects got done in 2020. Honestly, in a normal year, it would have taken us several years to accomplish what we did in 1 year. So in that regard, 2020 was very successful, and all those projects that we did that I have videos for, I will link for you guys in the description box in case you want to see them. Oh, also we did the downstairs half bathroom last year. So I'll link all those videos for you guys in the description box. And then adding 5 or 6 new recipes to our rotation. No, I did not do that at all. And every year that's on my list of things to do because I'm so tired of making the same things, but I just can't find recipes that I like that fit my criteria. Number one, I don't really like to cook, so I like them to be easy and quick. I like them to be something that doesn't have a lot of fat and cheese and sauces and things that make things really fattening. I try to cook really healthily. And then also this past year, we discovered that my oldest daughter has a dairy allergy, so some of the recipes that we already were making that we did like, I had to stop making because I haven't been able to find a dairy-free alternative. So I'm actually kind of in the hole a little bit than I previously was as far as recipes go. But I did print out 3 recipes last night. I have not tried them yet, so I'm hoping that when I try them that they will be good and I can add those to our rotation. Okay, so 2021 goals and focus. Kind of a lot of the same ones. I still want to work on the family devotional. Today was the first step in that direction. I want to work on the couples devotional, faith building activities. Still want to try to do the monthly date night with the girls and my husband. In the house, we have a couple projects on the docket this year. Hopefully the main one is the living room. Now that we have redone the downstairs half bath, the office, and the kitchen, the living room is the last room downstairs. It really needs to be updated. So we are hoping to get a new couch and new carpeting in the living room that will also go up the stairs and down the hallway. May have to do the bedrooms too. I'm not quite sure about that yet. And then just update the decor and stuff like that. And it's possible that the new couch and or new carpet may require the house to be painted again. I hope not, because we just had it done in October of 2019 and they still look really good. But I also want to really work on the landing shelf. I have a long floating IKEA shelf in my landing. I'm not happy with it, ever. The only time I ever like it is at Christmas and in fall, like Thanksgiving time. The rest of the time I hate it. I can't find decor that I like for it. There's a window kind of above it, so you kind of are limited with like the height you've got, and I just cannot get it right. So I really want to either get it right or take it down, patch the holes, and just forget it and do something else. But I'm not sure yet how that's going to work out, but that's kind of my thought. And then also the laundry room. Oh, we redid the laundry room last year too. I forgot to put that on the project list from last year, but I'll link it for you guys. Totally redid the laundry room. We added storage shelves and repainted and all that stuff. But when we had our flooring redone in our kitchen, we also had it redone in the half bath and the laundry room downstairs, and that messed up the baseboards. So I do want to go in there, fix the baseboards, repaint them, and then just kind of spruce up in there a little bit, like organize a little bit. I also need to possibly, this is possibly on the list, redo my youngest daughter's room. There's a decal we put on the wall years and years ago. She loves it and she does not want to get rid of the decal, and I've told her like every year, like, you really need to repaint your room. But once you take the decal down, like, it's not able to be restuck on there. So she said she wanted to redo her room. I got all excited and bought the duvet and everything. And then she's like, no, I don't want to do it yet. But I'm thinking maybe by summer, maybe fall, she'll change her mind and want to do it. If not, I'm not going to pressure her to do it. But that may be on the list. And then also, this is also a possibility, and I probably won't get around to doing this because it's like very low priority. Last year, the thought did occur to me, it may be fun to have a small garden in the backyard. And when I say small, I mean small, like really nothing probably but tomatoes. That would be the first thing I would plant, and maybe cucumbers. Like, those are things that we eat and buy a lot at the grocery. We'll see. It's not high priority. I have no idea how to grow things. I have no idea how to make a garden. But it's kind of interesting, and it's kind of a thought that I had, but I'm not sure we're gonna do that. And then if we cannot go to Disney this year, even though I do have our trip planned for May, if we can't go to Disney, and when I say can't, it's because I realize they're open, and they've been open for a while, but I'm not gonna go down there as long as masks are required. Again, I'm not gonna argue with anybody. I got a lot of hate last time I said that. It's just our preference. I'm not gonna go down there and wear a mask. It's not gonna happen. And if that means never, then that is never. I'm hoping it doesn't mean that. I'm hoping it doesn't come to that, but as long as masks are required, we are not going to go. If the mask mandate is lifted by then we will go. If not, then I want to plan a vacation somewhere else. Even though Disney is kind of where we like to go, there are other places that we could go where, you know, a mask won't be required, more than likely, like a beach or something like that. So even if we don't get to go to Disney, I don't want to not go anywhere again this year. I want to go somewhere. I just don't know where yet. Overall, especially considering how 2020 was for all of us and how we had COVID in our own family that was kind of hard to deal with, I think we did really well. I think we learned a lot about ourselves, about our community, about our government, about everything. It was a very eye-opening year for sure. But I don't want any of the lessons that were learned in 2020 to be lost. And I want to build on the momentum of the things that we did that I feel like were improvements or progress. I want to keep building on those things. So this is my list. This is my look back. You guys let me know in the comments, what were some things that you wanted to do in 2020 that maybe you couldn't do, or what were some things that you wanted to do in 2020 that you did accomplish? And then also feel free to share with me any of your 2021 goals, intentions, resolutions, whatever you like to call them. I would love to hear them. I always think it's really interesting to find out like what other people want to get done. It really tells you a little bit about who they are as a person and where their priorities are. And I just think it's really interesting. So if you guys want to share it with me, definitely do. I will link all of the videos in the description box that I mentioned in this video in case you want to check out my 2020 goals and intentions from last year. If you want to check out the video I did last week about the 5 small changes that I made, or if you want to check out any of those home improvement projects that we did last year, I'll link them all for you guys in the description box. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe before you head out, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.